guys, so today's video is going to be about prom. This is my first year going to prom. I'm going with my boyfriend Austin. I'm probably going to mention Austin a few times in this video just because prom, he's going to prom with me. Yeah. But he's a senior, I'm a junior, but since he's a senior prom, he's taking me with him. I can't talk today. So basically, this has been my first prom experience with like going through the process of getting your dress and like planning everything and stuff like that, and like I always heard that prom was expensive, but I never really wrapped my head around like how expensive prom can be if you make it that way. So basically, I'm going to be going over a few things that I have found that you can do to make your prom experience a little bit cheaper, just because, I mean, you don't have to have like the most expensive dress in the world to have a great night and have a fun time at prom, because really the point of prom is the actual prom part, but it seems like everybody focuses on like before prom and like spending all this money for prom and blah blah blah. So anyway, my first suggestion, by the way, I have a little list. I made a list for you guys. Okay, my first suggestion is setting a budget, whether that's $100 or $500. I probably would not try doing it for lower than $100. So maybe if you know the prom's coming up, save a little bit of money for prom, like open a bank account and just put like all the money that you're saving for prom in there. But whether your budget's like $100 or $500, you can make it work. It'll be obviously a lot harder if it's $100, but it can happen. Okay, so I feel like the first place that you start off with like planning for prom, at least for girls. I'm just talking about girls here, by the way. I mean, guys are kind of included. They can watch this, I guess. I don't know. But the first place that you start off with is your dress. And I know girls who go and spend like $300, $400, $500 on a dress, and it's like, oh, I could not imagine spending that much on a dress that I'm going to wear for a few hours for one day. Okay, so the first suggestion that I have for a dress, this is really low budget, is obviously a thrift store. Now, a lot of people go like, ew, thrift store? Like, I don't want to get my dress from a thrift store. And now, I don't have a picture of it, but my friend, her name is Lolly, which isn't actually like her actual name, but we call her Lolly. She got her dress from a thrift store for $5, and it is absolutely gorgeous. It looks almost exactly identical to this one dress that I was looking at David's Bridal. Like, I was in store, and I tried it on, and the dress that I was trying on in store was about $215. Obviously, like I said, she got hers for $5. Somebody probably wore it before, but it was in really good condition. They took good care of it, and it's like perfect for her, and it was $5. Like, she spent $5 on her prom dress. So don't just go like, ew, automatically at the word thrift store, because her dress, she's gonna look amazing. Anyway, second thing is hand-me-downs. Now, I know people kind of go like, at that too, but also think about, did you have friends last year that were seniors that went to prom that had a dress that they wore? Well, they probably don't need it again, or at least for the same night that you need to go to prom. So especially if they went to another school, like, nobody's going to recognize that you're wearing their dress. So maybe if you have like, you know, friends that graduated last year and they don't need their dress anymore, maybe ask them if you could borrow their dress for a night if you have like absolutely no budget for a dress. Or if you have like an older sister that went to prom or anything like that where like somebody could loan you their dress. I mean, obviously don't settle too much. If you like absolutely hate the dress, then like, you know, don't do that. But if, you know, somebody had a dress that you kind of liked and you wouldn't be afraid to ask them, then I don't think that's a bad idea at all. Spread the love. Now, my third suggestion for dresses is my one friend did this. Her name's Emily. She watches my videos. Hey, Emily. Anyway, she bought her dress like a year in advance. You might wonder, how is buying it in advance going to help me? Well, basically, she bought it right after prom her junior year. She's a senior. So she bought it right after prom then. Obviously then, after proms are over, stores don't really need their prom dresses anymore, so they all go on sale. So she bought it her junior year right after the prom, and I think she said her dress was like $60, which is great. Still, it's obviously not $5 like the thrift store, but, you know, $60 is really good for a prom dress, and it's just because she had bought it so far in advance. And she still likes the dress. So if you're somebody who you think that your style from like right now till all the way next year is going to stay the same, then why not just buy your dress in advance? It's going to be a lot cheaper, and then you don't have to like rush and find your dress during the school year, which is kind of great. So awesome idea. Props to Emily. And also, the last tip for buying your dress, obviously sales. You know, if you know a place is having a sale, go check out there before you go somewhere else. And oh, just kidding. I have another tip for dresses too. Okay, I bought my dress at JCPenney, and when I was checking out, they said, if you sign up for a credit card today, you can get 20% off your purchase. And my dress was originally $120. And I thought, well, this is kind of a big purchase, so getting 20% off would be awesome. So I signed up, well, my mom signed up for the credit card, and so we got my dress for $100 instead of $120. And then we also get some, like, other perks with that card. Yeah, I don't know. I forget what the other perks were, but we did that, and then that saved $20 on my dress as well. So if there's like any deals where you can like sign up for a card, just make sure that you're like responsible if you sign up for another credit card, if that makes sense. But yeah, look out for those kind of deals too. Okay, so for alterations for dresses, not everybody needs an alteration. If you don't need an alteration, even better. But if you do need an alteration, I know like several people off the top of my head that I can think of that have a sewing machine and they know how to use it. I'm also in theater, and we have costume girls, obviously, because we need costumes, and I know people have brought in their dress and just like had them hem it, because I mean they're good at it, and you know, obviously the costume girls for our theater department aren't going to charge them anything. So I know that sounds kind of like cheapskate-ish. Well, this whole video sounds kind of cheapskate-ish, but it's realistic. So maybe if you have a friend that has a sewing machine, or if you have a sewing machine, like for me, I'm adding straps onto my dress. I'm just doing it myself. Like, I think it's going to look fine in the end. It's like, it's gonna look fine, and I don't have to pay somebody $200 to do it, because that's just ridiculous. Okay, the next thing is hair and makeup. I will be so truly disappointed if one of my subscribers pays somebody to do their makeup for prom. There's so many great video tutorials for hair and makeup on YouTube. You can probably figure it out. Well, for me at least, I know I'm not very good at hair. I have like one hair tutorial, it's just like how to curl your hair, which is pretty easy, but I'm not very good at hair. I've watched a million tutorials, I know it doesn't help me. So if you're kind of like in that situation, then maybe you can get a friend to do it. I know like a lot of girls get ready together, just like have a friend do your hair. Or I mean, if you really want to go and get your hair done, I guess that you could, but that would take like a big chunk out of your budget, because I know at least at Robert Andrews, it's $55 to get your hair done. That's cray. But you know, like I said, check out YouTube. There are a million tutorials. I'm going to be posting mine the actual day that, like, when I'm getting ready for prom. I'm going to show, like, how I do my hair and my makeup and all that stuff. But, yeah, you should just check out YouTube for some tutorials before you pay somebody $50 to do your makeup. Alright, so then as far as accessories go for your prom dress or look or whatever, so, like, shoes, your bag, if you get, like, a little headband, stuff like that. Personally, I know I got my jewelry from, what's it called, Charming Charlie's, and I got this cute little headband. It has like a few little things on it. I'm not going to dig it out. You'll see it in my prom video, guys. But I got that little headband, and it was originally like $20, and then it was on sale, and then I had a coupon. I ended up paying $4 for that headband, and it like looks perfect with my prom dress, which is awesome. So definitely just check out stores like that. Like Charming Charlie's is kind of like almost like a Claire's, but for like older people. But I mean, you could even check out Claire's. I mean, you never know, they might have stuff. And then like places like Forever 21, Charlotte Russe, all those stores, stuff like that. I wouldn't recommend spending a ton of money on your jewelry, because, well, unless you're going to wear it again. If it's something that you know you're going to wear like over and over, go ahead. But I mean, it's not like a big part of your outfit, so you don't want to waste a lot of your budget on that. Okay, then as far as pictures go for prom, I wouldn't recommend hiring a professional photographer. I mean, like, my mom is just going to take pictures. Now, granted, my mom's a photographer, but that's just how it happened to work out, okay? I mean, I think that, like, your mom and a little point-and-shoot camera will do the trick. Just make sure that you keep the pictures for the rest of your life and everything like that. I don't really know anybody hiring a professional photographer. Hey, I mean, if you're rolling in that dough, making it rain, then go ahead and hire a photographer. But I don't think it's necessary. Okay, so the last thing that I'm going to talk about is the limo. My boyfriend kind of set this up more than I did. I don't know. I don't really have any good tips on, like, getting cheap transportation, because I didn't really set this up. You know what? I'm going to call Austin. It's ringing. Can you guys hear that? It's ringing.
Hey.
Hey, I'm in the middle of filming a video. Can you say hi to YouTube really quick?
Oh. Hello, YouTube.
Okay, well, I'm talking about cheaper ways to go to prom. Or not to go to prom. Well, kind of. But cheaper ways to, like, do prom stuff. And do you have any suggestions on, like, the transportation for prom? Because I didn't set that up, you did.
Okay, so with transportation, well, it just depends. It depends if you want a party bus or a limo, or if you want to drive yourself there, which is sometimes people will do that.
Yeah.
But if you want to go in a limo or a party bus, make sure you have a group of friends or people you know, because you can fit a lot of people in there, but also you don't have to pay $800 for you and just your date.
True.
You can split the cost between everyone, and then it'd be cheaper. Yeah,
okay.
you just want to make sure you have a lot of people that can go with you. Plus, with more people, you can talk and you can have a lot of fun. So, yeah.
Yeah. Good advice.
So, right there.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I love you.
I love you more.
Oh, sure. So yeah, he basically said the same thing as me, just try to get a lot of people together, and plus, like you said, it's more fun that way too. So I know overall this video seemed super cheapskate-ish, if that's like the word that you want to use, but yeah, prom just gets so super expensive, and I didn't even realize that. Just make sure that you remember the point. You want to go have a good time with your date and your friends and just have a night that you'll never forget. Take lots of pictures, because I'm sure that's something that I'm going to regret doing. I'm going to try to take as many pictures as I can, but you know, we'll see. So yeah, I hope that if you guys are going to prom, I hope you have a good time. I know this video is put up a little late for people going to prom this year, but maybe people going to prom next year will like search for it, and yeah. So anyway, I hope that everybody has an amazing time at prom, and if you're not going to prom, throw yourself a mini prom party at home and eat popcorn and watch Prom Night. Just kidding, this is a scary movie, chick flick, and invite some friends over. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good day, and thank you so much for watching my video. I love you. Bye.